Happy Friday and welcome to The Week, your source for news you don't need. North Korea put on a Disney performance this week. There's nothing better than live TV and drama, and this week a show in Jordan could have produced the best combination of the two in history. While on a live news talk show debating Jordan's political policies on Syria, a member of parliament got pissed off and started trying to fight, but it gets better. He actually pulled a gun on the other guy. Sources say the politician could be facing attempted murder charges. If that was the most brutal and manly on-air fight, this one is the exact opposite. Slap fight. An incident on Chinese television had internet users abuzz this week as China's main news network CCTV aired a story about historic Renaissance statues on display at the National Museum. Apparently, a producer thought the nudity on the statues was a little too pornographic, so CCTV blurred the images. People fled to China's Twitter-like service Weibo to laugh at the crudity of it all. So what could it have been that they actually wanted to block? On a broadcast later that day, they showed the audience what was really hiding behind the blur. Maybe it was an elephant with a long trunk. Or it was just a smoking pipe. I know, it must have been a banana. A teenager in the US called himself lucky after an alligator bit off his arm. Why? Because as he said, it could have been a lot worse. While swimming with his friends in a river, the boys noticed the gator, and Fred tried to wrestle it and get away. Listen to his story.
When the gator is about right here for me, I take my left hand and I grab that skin up underneath him, trying to control him, and he just kept going, and I pulled his head up and I wrapped my legs around him, and then he just went and dove. Well, I was trying to hold on to him so he couldn't bite me, but he done a death roll and then knocked me off. So I took my foot and I kicked, trying to gain speed to go to the bank, and when I was swimming, throwing my arms back and forth, this one, he got it, and he done another death roll and broke all the bones, everything in it. I just felt it's gone. And whenever I got up in the bank, it was still bleeding a little bad, so I took my arm and put it between my legs and squeezed to stop the bleeding. And I had the bleeding stop before the cops even got there.
How do you know to do all of this? I mean, you're in the water, you know to grab the gator, using your body weight to push off of him. How did you know to react?
I have no instinct.
That guy's a serious badass. Most people would agree that men are risk takers. They're usually up for a challenge. But one mayor in Germany took that idea a bit too far when he decided to reserve specific parking spots in the city for men. He said men like a challenge, and these spots are tough to park in. So he thought the move would attract people to the city to test their parking skills. But someone should tell this mayor that sometimes men are a little too proud, and not always such good drivers. Now, parking illegally is no joke, as residents in Lithuania found out last year when the mayor of Vilnius destroyed illegally parked cars with huge tanks. It's stories like that that make our show possible. Each week, we love bringing you the best odd news stories from around the world. So here they are in 30 seconds. Actor Morgan Freeman claimed this week that Obama is not the United States' first black president. It sounds bad, but actually Freeman was defending Obama against people who think he's not American. A fish made famous for eating human testicles was found in a lake in the middle of Illinois in the United States. The fish is native to the Amazon, so it's a mystery as to how it got there. Archaeologists in Scotland discovered what people are calling Frankenstein mummies. The corpses are over 3,000 years old and made up of different people's remains. And a 22-year-old girl in the US wrote an article this week saying she's very sad that she was able to get a job, buy a car, and rent an apartment so soon after graduation. She said she wants to struggle. Taylor Cotter, shut up. That's our show. We actually got some comments last week, so keep them coming. And if your week was as stressful as mine, make sure to take a minute and practice your weekly yoga.
Lean forward, stick your tongue out, look up at your third eye, and roar.